verses 219 and 220 of chapter 2 of the Holy Quran, address two distinct topics: the prohibition of intoxicants and gambling, and the proper way to care for orphans. So let's begin. I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Allah, the Exalted, says in the Holy Quran, chapter 2, Al-Baqarah, verses 219 to 220, they ask you about wine and games of chance. Say, in both these there is great evil, even though there is some benefit for people, but their evil is greater than their benefit. They ask, what should we spend in the way of Allah? Say, whatever you can spare. In this way, Allah clearly expounds His injunctions to you, that you may reflect upon them, both in regard to this world and the next. They question you concerning orphans. Say, to deal with them in the way which is to their good, that is best. And if you intermix your expenses and living with them, there is no harm, for they are your brothers. Allah knows the mischievous from the righteous, and had Allah willed, He would indeed have imposed on you exacting conditions. But He is all-powerful, most wise. Verse 219 has the first injunction concerning intoxicating drinks and gambling. And here the matter has been left merely as an expression of disapproval. This was a preliminary step designed to prepare the minds of people for the acceptance of their prohibition. The injunction prohibiting the performance of prayer, when in a state of intoxication, came later, and ultimately alcohol, gambling, and the like were categorically prohibited as stated in chapter 4, verse 43, and chapter 5, verse 90. As far as caring for orphans is concerned, it should be noted that before this verse 220 was revealed, many severe injunctions had already been revealed regarding the protection of orphans' property. It had been ordained that people should not even draw near to the property of the orphan. See chapter 6, verse 152, and chapter 17, verse 34. As in chapter 4, verse 10 states that those who wrongfully eat the properties of orphans only fill their bellies with fire. Because of these severe injunctions, the orphans' guardians were so overawed that they even separated the food and drink of the orphans from their own, as they felt anxious lest anything belonging to the orphans became mixed with their own. It is for this reason that they inquired of the Prophet, peace be upon him, what the proper form of their dealings with orphans should be.